Good morning, good afternoon, and welcome to Alliance Park. We're match day again, and the Braves are back. We can run through the starting lineups as we know them. For the Caledonian Braves today, in goal we have Bernie White. Left back, we'll see Robbie Stewart. Centre half, we're going to have Dan Martins and Greg Stewart. Jack Brown at right back. Zach Butterworth on the left wing, with Christian Getka, John Guthrie through the middle. Cammy Bredner on the right, and Reg McLaren playing just off Ross McNeil. For Albion Rovers today, in goal we'll have Ross Connolly. Across defence we'll have Adam Fernie, Alan Reid, Marcus Lavery, and who's the last defender? Yeah, in fact it might be a back three, I think. Then in midfield we'll have Dom Mahone, Kai Kirkpatrick, Paul Kennedy, Max Ross. Up front with Billy Mortimer and Bright Price. On the substitutes bench today for your Caledonian Braves, we have Kyle King, Jack McDowell, Aidan Clockerty, Ryan Murray, Lennon Walker and Cian Spears. And on the bench for Albion Rovers today, we have Fraser Walker, Liam Fagan, Nathan Brown, Barry Duncan and Murray McIntosh. Just a few minutes to go. The teams are still in the changing rooms just now, but we expect them on the pitch any moment now. So, hope everybody is having a good morning. It's a lovely day here in Scotland. As always, the rain is just off. MD tuning in last week will know we had a few issues with the rain and the laptops, so we've got some covers on them this time round. Hopefully we'll be able to keep them dry. And the Braves are back in action today. I can see the players coming out the tunnels just now. Braves are back in action today after a fantastic home win against East Kilbride last weekend, 4-1. You see the players just coming out onto the pitch just now. Caledonian Braves in their usual home blue, and Albion Rovers in the yellow and red. Very traditional kit for Albion Rovers. It's been that way for quite some time now. Some poor patter from the Albion fans already. As the team's just starting to take shape, I'll just make sure I've got my lineups right. It is indeed Zach on the left and Cammy out on the right for the Braves. So Braves coming at this game on a real nice run of form, having won our last game. Drawn against Berwick and one against Broomhill. Albion Rovers coming in off of 2 wins and a loss. So it should be a tightly contested game, as most games are within the Lowland League. I'm just waiting for the referee to start the game now. Final check of his watch. So. And we're off. An early touch of the ball for Bernie. Straight away, Ross, you looking to use his body there, try and roll that defender. Out for a Braves throwing. So we Jack Brown taking us throwing from the Cali Braves. Reg McLaren. Perpetual motion as always. John Guthrie sweeping up. Dan Martin's trying to play it long. Cleared long by Connolly and goal for Albion Rovers. Gekka. Cammy Redknapp looking to get Reg McLaren down this left-hand side. Just a little bit overhit. It's an early warning shot from the Braves there. That ball over the top, looking for the runner of either Ross McNeil or Reg McLaren. Of course, Reg on a really rich vein of form at this point in time. 3 goals in his last 3 games. It's really good to see Reg getting his rewards in terms of goals for all his hard work. Don Mahome. Nice. Ball's gone out of play. And Kirkpatrick for Albion Rovers. Cleared away by Dan Martins. Bit of a claim for handball there from Albion Rovers. Zach Barworth here chasing all the way back there against Adam Fernie. Forcing the defender to put the ball out for a throw-in. Just try to see if I can get a handle on the shape that the Albion Rovers are playing. I think it is. It is a back 4. Billy Mortimer on the ball. Very similar start to the game against East Kilbride. Nobody's really got any time on the ball. It's all one touch. Get moved quickly around. Ball's been out of play quite a few times so far. Bright Prince chasing Greg Stewart, but again, Greg Stewart getting his body between the attacker and the ball. Drawing the foul. Sent long by White. Oh, McNeil up quite well there. Oh, Cammy Redknapp chasing what looked like a lost cause against Alan Reid, but he's managed to get across that. We see Jack Brown maybe looking to try and put a ball into the box from there, or is he going to go short? He's looking for Cammy Redknapp. Back into the box. That's Mortimer there just trying to get a touch past Dan Martins. And nice turn of pace, was able to clear that up. Goodness. Maybe something we can expect to see from Albion Rovers, a quite direct play as opposed to what we saw last weekend from East Kilbride. So looking to get the ball forward as quickly as possible so far. Jack Brown clearing away for the Braves there. It's a good ball in. He's up early. Bernie White's out. And that was blocked by Bernie there. Don Mahome. Very close there. Bernie was nice on his toes. Narrowed down the angle very quickly. Bit of a warning shot for the Braves, though. That was just a quite straightforward ball in, caused that problem. So the Braves still try to get a bit of a handle on this game so far in the opening minutes. 5 minutes in. Best chance has definitely fallen to Albion Rovers there, to Don Mahome. But Bernie White out nice and fast, narrowing down those angles. He's a big frame to try and get around as well, Bernie. Should say we do have Ryan Murray back on the bench today, served his 2-match suspension. But the Braves, unsurprisingly, naming an unchanged lineup from that win over East Kilbride last weekend. Just when Jack Brown was going to take that throw, something that Ryan Murray gives us, that long throw. It's a weapon that we certainly can use at times. I should as well offer a belated birthday wishes to one of ownership community, Hunter Evil. I don't know if you're listening today, Hunter, but it was your birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to you. Solid challenge there by Adam Fernie. Christian Gedka in. It's out to Jack Brown. Cammy Brenner dances round one. A little bit of a heavy touch there as he tried to get that ball out from between his feet to open his legs. So, people tuning in, we've got Oklahoma, Texas, Kentucky. Good morning, everyone. Hopefully you're having a good weekend so far. Let's hope we get a good game of football for you to enjoy as well. Robbie Stewart into Christian Gedka. Christian looking for a quick ball into the box there, is blocked by Kai Kirkpatrick. So this will be an outswinger this time from Cammy Brenner's left foot. Got plenty of movement. It's floated in towards Dan Martins. Oh, and it's in, Rich McLaren. It's in 1-0 to the Braves. Lovely floated ball to the back post. Dan Martins trying to put it in himself, caused the keeper all sorts of troubles, and all he could do was parry it onto the head of Reg McLaren. What a vein of form Reg is in at this point. 4-4 now for him. That's the start that we need. A nice early goal to get us up and running, hopefully. As always, first thing that comes from the bench from the manager, Ricky, is reminding everybody they need to get their head back in the game as soon as they've scored. Got to keep playing. It's not, you got to focus, can't just live in that moment. So. Yeah, very early ball forward from the centre half from our Albion Rovers. Guthrie looking for Bredner. Excellent ball from Cammy Bredner. Zach Butterworth. Robbie Stewart in the overlap. Butterworth looking to beat his man. Kai Kirkpatrick there holding tight. Oh, bright Prince there, great work from the Albion forward, holding off Greg Stewart. So great tracking back by that midfield duo of Guthrie and Gedka. So shot coming in. Oh, what a hit! Paul Kennedy. What a strike off the left foot from Albion Rovers. Absolutely nothing that Bernie White could do in goals there. We were just saying about needing to focus that moment after the goal goes in. I'm sure Ricky will not be happy at this point in time. But there is the old saying in football, you're never more vulnerable than when you just scored a goal. From an Albion point of view, that's exactly what they'd be looking for. Very experienced manager in Sandy Clark. He'll be delighted to see his team respond so well. And you've got to give the Paul Kennedy credit. That was a clean strike off that left foot. Bernie White in the Braves goal had no chance of getting near that. Fernie plays that long towards Bright Prince. Kind of traditional target man, I think, Bright Prince. He's got a bit of pace about him as well. He's certainly a tall, strong-looking lad. He'll look to fight with the centre halves and enjoy that tussle. That's Billy Mortimer. Mortimer just looking to lift that over. Dan Martin's coming across. Certainly Albion Rovers looking more energised after that goal. Kirkpatrick. That's been lifted in towards Mortimer. He's tried to get that quick shot off and it's rolled harmlessly through. So that 2 up front for Albion Rovers is causing the Braves defence some problems at this point. Bright Prince again, that running behind Greg Stewart. Comes across, but that'll be out for Albion Rovers goal, corner kick. See how the Braves respond now. There's a fair bit of pressure getting applied on by Albion Rovers. Reg looking to clear that, but so only as far as the edge of the box. Kai Kirkpatrick just looking to roll that in. Reg just clearing his lines at this point, trying to give the defence a wee bit of respite. Bredner now, his chance, his foot on the ball. Oh. Again, looking for the willing runner, Bright Prince. Dan Martin's touch tight onto him. Trying to apply as much pressure defensively as he could. With Callum home. Looking for that ball in behind again, that long ball over the back of the Brave centre halves. As Don Mahone, he's having an effort. Oh, he's hit the bar. Oh, Bright Prince has tried to get up in there. That was some effort by Don Mahone. Off the underside of the bar. Greg Stewart there, lovely sidestep. Unfortunately, the ball's been given away. Albion Rovers are certainly all over the Braves at the moment. Fernie. Don Mahone. Looking for that run from Adam Fernie. One-way traffic at this point in time. So we move into the 14th minute of this game. After that early goal from Reg, it's certainly been Albion Rovers that have been making all the headwind towards the goal. That's a ball out there for Fernie. Bright Prince brings that down. Adam Mahone again, he's got so much time and space at the edge of the box. McNeil try to just use his body in there. Kai Kirkpatrick and Alan Reid managing to come away with the ball. Kirkpatrick. That's Dan Martins with a clearance. Fernie. Mahone. Albion Rovers, Kai Kirkpatrick. Took a wicked deflection there. Rovers certainly look like they've got plenty of confidence. Moving the ball. Short, sharp passes there. Getting past the Braves defence. McNeil looking for the out ball to Jack Brown. Free kick, Albion Rovers. Referee just having a quiet word with Reg McLaren there. Down here with Fernie. Into Kirkpatrick. Oh, Reg McLaren pressuring him. 23's Max Ross there and looking for that out ball. I think that's Alex McCall. That's another deep ball in. Bernie's there. Cammy. Oh, Reg McLaren a little bit fortunate. He's trying to feed Zach Bartworth on the outside. Zach, oh, he's just got his feet tangled there. Read out here to Fernie. Jack Brown. You got John Guthrie now, a chance to get his head up. Looking for his midfield teammate. Cammy Brenner there manages to lose his man, but he loses his footing at the same time. Looking for a free kick. That would have been quite a soft one. Bit of a push in the back there by Bright Prince. Referee just having a word with a couple of players, just try to calm it down a little bit. Still going at a very high tempo. Referee's just trying to bring a little bit of composure to the game. Try to make sure nobody gets too carried away. Robbie Stewart now with this free kick. He's getting that long ball out. Just looking to turn the Braves defence. Ball quite often bypassing midfield so far for both the Braves and for Albion Rovers. So we're just needing somebody to put their foot on the ball and maybe bring a little bit of composure in there, settle everybody down. It's a ball coming in towards the back post. I feel like they can maybe get some joy against Robbie Stewart with either Bright Prince or Billy Mortimer, the two forwards for Albion Rovers, peeling out onto the Braves left back for those long, deep free kicks that are coming in. Get Cumma home there, challenging for the ball. Kai Kirkpatrick there, penalised for just leaning onto the Braves midfielder. Just coming in about 20 minutes worth of this game. So far, certainly the best chances have fallen to Albion Rovers. It is sitting 1-1, however. That early Reg McLaren goal cancelled out by a tremendous strike from Paul Kennedy. Now, another corner for the Braves, swung in by Cammy Brenner. Again, looking for the back post. It's a referee deemed that Reg was overly physical against Ross Connolly and the Albion Rovers goal. People know it's a cold one up on the commentary gantry today here in Scotland. Thankfully the rain has stopped though. So Paul Kennedy looking for that through ball to Dom Mahone. Robbie Stewart across there to cut that out. Kirkpatrick now looking to feed that ball into Billy Mortimer just on the edge of the box. Max Ross. Right to Marcus Lavery. No. That's another deep ball in. Owen Byrne just takes it off the head of Billy Mortimer there. Cleared by Robbie Stewart. One for Ross McNeil to chase. And Greg Stewart sends it high back over the Albion Rovers defence. Again, Reg McLaren leading the press there for the Braves' point of view. And Kai Kirkpatrick coming into midfield. Ross to Kirkpatrick. And Bright Prince looking for his. And Inferno there, and cleared by Robbie Stewart. Braves playing on here. The referee's not stopped it. Nash ran out of play. Alan Reid there down after that challenge. Albion Rovers captain. It's a game that's lacked a little bit of quality, apart from the strike for Paul Kennedy. It was a tremendous clean strike with his left foot. Bright Prince there again, tussling with the back line of the Braves. Oh, I see somebody's rubbing it in that they're nestled under the covers watching the game on Facebook. You're very lucky. I am frozen today. Getting that ball up, looking for Bright Prince to bring that down and bring some of his midfield into play. That's Greg Stewart coming out from a centre half position, driving forward. And again, Stewart, and he's taken out of the game. Yeah. Greg Stewart there, turning back the clock a wee bit from his midfield days. He's been pretty much a first choice at centre half when he's been fit and available for the Braves this season. Historically, he was a midfielder. Came into the centre half position when there was a long-term injuries last season. But he has shone in that position, and in fact, he was just named in the official catch-up Lowland League Team of the Month. The only Braves player in there for February. Which is a testament to the performances he's put in and the composure and ability that he's shown since he's moved to centre half. Certainly having that game in front of him has opened up new. There's an effort there from Cammy Bredner. Ricocheted off the wall, so it's out for another corner kick to the Braves. I'm sure Cammy will be looking for Dan Martins and Greg Stewart at the back post again. I can see Reg is over there with them as well. I'm sure he'll be trying to make a nuisance out of himself. It's floated in by Bredner, looking for Dan Martins. Oh, and it's off the bar! Ross McNeil tries to get back in. Christian Getka edge of the box. Oh, he just didn't get a connection on that. Oh, and that's off the bar from Dan Martin. So close. That's an early throw in by Albion Rovers there. Try to get Billy Mortimer down their right-hand side, down the Braves' left. Again, that front two of Bright Prince and Billy Mortimer there. They're physical, looking to really pin those defenders whenever these throw-ins and crosses are coming in. Bit of a throwback, to be honest, in terms of the style of play, which is nice to see. You don't really see that kind of big target man too much anymore in the modern game. You go back to the 90s and before that, the kind of big man, little man approach up front when 4-4-2 was the common. Not quite that, they're both big lads, but it's certainly nice to see a kind of front two playing together. Again, Dan Martin's over on the cover. Today is one of those days where I'll be nipping for a coffee at half time, try and get some warmth back in me, and find my wife and daughter who are at the football today So it's nice that they've managed to get along, although they've picked a cold day for it. Oh, cross into the near post. Barney having to make sure and just touch that wide as it was coming in. I'll give Albion Rovers a chance to put a ball in. I would imagine probably looking to get it right on top of Barney. I see Billy Mortimer's already going in there. Bright Prince is at that front post. It's certainly something they're going to look to do. It is indeed right on the edge of the 6 yard. Another shout for a handball, and it's been given. I think this might be a handball against Ross McNeil. It's a penalty to Albion Rovers. That ball was right in on the edge of the 6 yard box where all those players were. It is indeed. Yeah, it's Bernie White receiving a yellow card for delaying the penalty. I'll put that politely. Yeah. Looked, it might be like a little bit of a harsh call against the Braves, but the referee certainly made it. And we've got Paul Kennedy here coming up for this penalty. I'm sure his confidence will be high after that strike earlier in the game. The referee is waiting for, I think he's waiting on Dan Martin's tying his boots. Oh, and it's in. Right into the side netting. Lovely penalty. Bernie guessing the right way, but it was right into the side netting. 2-1 to Albion Rovers. Paul Kennedy's second goal of the game. The Albion Rovers fans in full voice. Still plenty of time left in the game. We're just moving into the 30th minute. Braves will certainly need to try and show a bit more than we have so far. Not really managed to sustain any attacking pressure at this point in time. It has been mostly Albion Rovers when it comes to that. And that was a tug back on Greg Stewart there from Billy Mortimer. And you see as John Guthrie and Christian Gett come out, just try to get a grip with this midfield a bit more. With Jack Brown now. Bright Prince doing a defensive shift for Albion Rovers as well, chasing the Braves fullback forward. Just need the Braves maybe get a few passes together. That's out now with Robbie Stewart. He's got Butterworth down here on the left-hand side. Zach Butterworth, fresh off of that lovely goal against East Kilbride where he cut in on his right foot off the bottom of the bar. That's out of play. That's unlucky. Just would like, I'm sure we'd all like to see the Braves just put a few passes together, keep a hold of the ball for a little bit, just bring themselves back into the game. Yeah, tussle there between Billy Mortimer and Greg Stewart. That is going to be an ongoing feature of the game with the two front players for Albion Rovers. Oh, that's a free kick. That's a scissor challenge there. Just bringing his right foot in behind as his left foot was going in front of the Christian Gitka. It's not a challenge that you get away with in football nowadays. Throw in for Alex McCaw. Again, there's Bright Prince. He's up challenging for everything. He's been penalised this time for pushing down on the Jack Brown. Pushing down on Jack Brown. But it's safe to say you're going to see the front two fight for everything from an Albion Rovers point of view. A few niggly little stoppages in the game, just nothing worth shouting home about, but the referee just pulling it for the small fouls that you see, those little push downs, little tug on defenders, etc. Robbie Stewart looking for Reg McLaren on the edge of the box. That's gone out for a goal kick and sent long and high towards us here in the gantry. Almost. Alan Reid there for Albion Rovers again, looking for Bright Prince. Billy Mortimer running off of him again. That link up between the front two is causing the Braves some problems at the moment. So Bright Prince drops deep. He's coming into the midfield where he's got a good few inches on height on the midfielders for the Braves, which is allowing to win a lot of these flick-ons, especially with Billy Mortimer in behind him, pinning either Greg Stewart or Dan Martin's back. There we go again, that's Bright Prince winning that header. Shepherded out though by Greg Stewart. It's going to be cleared long by Bernie White. A wee nudge from McNeil there on Callum Home. Again, Ross just try to use his body against the defender. The referee just having a word with Ross and Alan Reid. So it's just one of those kind of wee niggly fouls, as I say, that kind of dominated the game a wee bit so far. At 10 minutes left in the first half. Mahome on the ball now. Looking to get an early cross in, looking for Billy Mortimer in the box there. Again, Bright Prince causing all sorts of problems for the Braves as he peels out onto Robbie Stewart at that point. Certainly proven to be a very fruitful outball for Albion Rovers. Albion Rovers bench there, screaming for Bright Prince to try and pin Dan Martin's back to clear up the front post. That's an early ball out. Jack Brown now with a bit of space in front of him. Cammy Brenner's off the run. Reg McLaren let the dummy that. Unfortunately, there was nobody going through the middle of the pitch. Again, that early ball. This time it's Billy Mortimer up. That's why I think Cammy's going to make that. Cammy Brenner, has he got? He's got it. He's got the pace. Has it gone out of play? Oh, it just gone out of play. It's one of the few occasions that Cammy or Zach Butterworth on this left-hand side has actually had a bit of grass in front of them to try and run into. Unfortunately for Cammy Brenner, he just couldn't keep it in play. Albion Rovers number 20 is huge. Yeah, he is. He's a big lad. Bright Prince, you're not wrong there. Sorry, I'm just reading from the chat. He is a very big lad, a very physical presence about him, and he's playing his role very well. As I say, that kind of old-fashioned target man that's just looking to win these flick-ons, bring the ball down in his chest, bring his team into play. And you can see here he's the willing defender. Oh, what a ball as well from Bright Prince. Dom Mahome down the right-hand side. Greg Shirt coming across. Dan Martin's in the middle, clear. John Guthrie, is he going to make it? And it's a first-time shot. And it's taken the deflection and out for a corner. Alex McCaw there beating John Guthrie at the ball, and it's gone out for a corner. Every away fan's favourite, Reg McLaren, find himself in the referee's book there. He's had one or two things too many to say for himself. Just as I was saying, what a fine job Bright Prince is doing as that kind of target man. He plays an absolutely delightful ball down the right-hand channel for Albion Rovers to end up with this corner. It's in low, cleared at the front post there by Christian Gecka. How can he be offside? How can he be offside? That's a confusing one on me. That's an unusual call. The corner taker's been called offside from a Christian Gecka clearance. I'm not sure how that one works, but never mind, we'll take it. Here goes Cammy Brenner. He's got Jack Brown in the box. Can he cut it back? He's got it inside. Oh, and it's deflected just past the post. We've got a corner now. This will be an in-swinger from Cammy Brenner. There's a lot of discussion here with the assistant referee about that offside call. As the ball's flighted in again, looking, it's Robbie Stewart there. Christian Gecka lifts that back in. Greg Shear looking to get his body in front. It's clear by Albion Rovers. Dom Home there. And it's brought back for the foul on Dom Home. Alan Reid again, looking for the ball to Bright Prince. Just needs this. He just pulls back into, drops off that 2-3 yards, and he's able to win those flick-ons quite comfortably. It's a long clearance from Bernie, looking for Jack Brown. Again, everything's been done at quite a rush pace from the Braves. Just a chance to... Ball won back there by Kennedy into Mahome. He's out to Billy Mortimer. Martins is across there. So it's moving into the 40 minutes, so just about 5 minutes, a wee bit of stoppage time maybe left. John Guthrie now with a bit of grass in front of him. Reg tries to get his head up, he's looking for Butterworth. That's just touched away from him by Adam Fernie. That's a free kick awarded to the to Albion Rovers. And Ross just trying to use his experience just to manoeuvre the players with his body, but he's been penalised for that. Referee felt it was a bit much. Again, there's Bright Prince just trying to pin Greg Stewart back. And he drops short as soon as it's taken, looking for that flick on. So now with Mortimer for Albion Rovers. Gets past Jack Brown once. He's tried to take him for a second time, but Jack's shepherding him. It's back now with Alex McCaw. Callum home now. Now looking for a ball out. Got to Adam Fernie. He's managed to keep that in. He's hooked it. That's out of play. So Ross trying to bring that ball down at Sky. Dom home. He's managed to bundle through a challenge for Extra. He's still on it. Mahome with a shot and a save by Bernie White. Dom Mahome there picking up the ball and running straight at the heart of the Braves defence. Fortunate the break of the ball as he went past Greg Stewart, but he managed to get his shot off. It was a good save by Bernie White. Again, I imagine this is good. They're going to try and put this right on top of Bernie. Again, with Bright Prince and Billy Mortimer standing right in front of Bernie White. Butterworth going to get across there. Max Ross chasing him from Albion Rovers' point of view. Cammy Brenner putting pressure on the Connolly and the Albion Rovers goalkeeper. Robbie Stewart. Butterworth down the line. Backtrack there by Max Ross. Good challenge in. That'll be out for a corner kick to the Braves. Coming up towards half time. Now would be the perfect opportunity if we get something from this corner as we move in at the 45th minute. Again. Dan Martins, Greg Stewart, Reg McLaren making their way to that back post. And it comes from Dan Martins wins a header again, and that's just out for a goal kick. Dan Martins is certainly a threat when it comes to these corner kicks. The quality has been really good from Cammy Brenner. He's getting them right where it needs to be. Just lacking that last little bit of quality, unfortunately, from the Braves' point of view. That was nowhere near his face. That was. But again, that threat that's posed by the Albion Rovers front two. I know I've been talking about a lot this first half, and you know I make no apologies from that. They have certainly played the game well from an Albion Rovers point of view, and credit where credit is due. They've both put in a very solid performance for their team. Get out to Jack Brown. Brenner picked up by Guthrie, and he's tripped. Cammy Brenner might fancy a shot on goal from this range. It's a free kick to the Braves. We're now into stoppage time in this first half. It's actually a little bit far out. I can't imagine he's going to shoot. Cammy's trying to put it into the back post. And that's headed out by Adam Fernie. Little nudge on the back there as he was going for it. That's Greg Stewart's perfectly entitled to do. This could be one of the final bits of action from this first half. Cammy Brindler now flighting that back in towards that back post. Dan Martins again is up and he wins that onto the second ball, but that's blocked by Kai Kirkpatrick, and that was the last action of the first half. Welcome back, everyone, to the second half. Hopefully we're going to see a lot more action from the Braves going forward. Just to report at halftime, there has been a substitution. Ryan Murray has come on for what looks like... Who have we taken off? Do apologise, just having a wee look. Might be Robbie Stewart, I think, has come off. So that means we've gone to a back three, judging by the starting lineup. Probably in response to the joy that the front two were having. So we've now got three in midfield with John Guthrie, Christian Getcat and Ryan Murray. And also three at the back with Jack Brown, Dan Martins and Greg Stewart. So as I say, I think that's in direct response to the way that the first half was going. Ricky looking to change it up a little. So you'll have Zach Barworth has moved over here onto the right-hand side to play as a kind of wing-back, and Cammy Bredner's out on the left now, given that natural left-footed position for the wing-back for him as well. Barworth now brings the ball down. Early touch for Ryan Murray with that left foot. Just looking deep for Ross, and that's out for a goal kick. Good to see Ryan back after his suspension. Some of you might have heard me before talking about Ryan when he's playing. He's a really good use of the football, looks to use the space well. Hopefully he can help out in that midfield. He was getting a bit overrun in the first half, so having the three there centrally, hopefully we'll be able to take control of that. Again, Albion Rovers quite quickly going to that early ball forward, looking for Bright Prince. Had the pleasure of having a quick chat with some of the Albion Rovers board and committee there, just at half-time, saying that the partnership with Bright Prince and Billy Mortimer's quite a new development. Billy Mortimer's been injured for a while, that's him coming back now, so they're, as you can imagine, quite happy from what they've seen in the first half. But hopefully we're going to have far more chat about the Braves in this second half. Alex McCaw now taking this throw in for Albion Rovers. Kirkpatrick there. And Reg looking to just clear the ball up the line. Fed back in by Callum Home. Again, they're just more than happy just to play that high ball in, looking for those two strikers, work as a pair. Just interested to see if, as the second half develops, if the tactical change that Ricky Waddle's made is putting Reg McLaren closer to Ross, but at the moment he's still playing in that kind of number 10 role, looking at support whenever he gets a chance. And Reg tussling with Kai Kirkpatrick there. It's quite central now. Not that much of an angle on the ball, but quality that Cammy's got with his left foot. He's going to look to try and create a bit of angle. There we go. In towards that back post. Oh, and it's ran straight out of play. It's a difficult free kick. Cammy having to try and create the angle himself with the ball being so central. So, wee bit of bend on the ball as it went in there from his left foot. Big thank you to Mark there for his kind words. Everybody in the gantries very much appreciate that. We'll pass it on to Adam, who's on the roving reporter position again today. This change to the back three, what that might allow is just when either Bright Prince or Billy Mortimer drops those few yards, it lets one of the centre halves come with him, with the comfort that there's also those two centre halves that can deal with that flick on if he wins it. That first half, that flat back four, when either of those two strikers, one of them was dropping off, it was onto the midfielder, which was a fairly easy ball for them to win. As Cammy Brenner now feeds that in. Oh, it's clear by Alan Reid. It's with Butterworth. He's caught in a sandwich between Alex McCaw and Bright Prince. Oh, and that's a card coming out. Consistent fouling. It's an accumulation of small fouls. It's a little bit more of an angle here for Cammy. Try and put this one in towards that back post with Dan, Greg and Reg rushing in on it. Probably towards the edge of that, right in the corner of that 6-yard box, I would imagine, is where he's going to try and look to drop it. There's Ross just jogging across. There is the ball in, as I say, right to the edge of that 6-yard box corner. That's exactly where he wanted to put it, and he's won himself a goal kick. That goal kick even, Keith. Try that again. Corner kick. Cammy quickly over for that. This out swinging corner. Again, that group at the back post. And ball's just come in. Dan Martin's had a lot of joy. That's cleared out of the way by Callum Home there. Pounced on by John Guthrie. Butterworth now lifts that in with his left foot. Ross McNeil at the back post. He's getting called for a foul. Just leaning in. And again, he's picking up a yellow card. Similar to Bright Prince. The challenge itself, I think, would merit it. But it's just an accumulation of small fouls. Ross found his name in the referee's book. And I can hear from down below me here from the Albion Rovers bench. They're just trying to drop three into the centre midfield. The Braves have the ball. Try and counteract that change by Ricky. I imagine when they're attacking, you'll still see them split out to that kind of more 4-4-2 approach. Oh, and Dan, he was late there. Could be lucky not to see a card here. The referee's just having a word. No, and it is a yellow card for Dan Martins. The attacker there just nipped the ball away. Dan left his leg dangling out and brought him down. Don Mahone there, who again has been a bit of a thorn in the side. I'm the number 8 for Albion Rovers that's down on the ground. See a ball coming in here from Paul Kennedy. That left foot of his right into the near post. Bernie having to get down. Ross McNeil right back in near the corner flag in the defensive position. Manages to win the goal kick for Bernie White. As we kind of move into around about 10 minutes of the second half going past me. 8-9 minutes in. Not seen too much from the Braves going forward yet, but here's Reg McLaren. He's on that. He's going to let that go for the corner. It's a loose touch from the Albion Rovers centre half there. Not the tallest goalkeeper for Albion Rovers, Ross Connolly. I would imagine that their outswinger from Cammy Brennan again just floated right in towards him at the back post. And he's, as you can imagine, referee has called in favour of the goalkeeper. So just run through the lineups for you. So now that we've got 2 seconds again. So as I say, there was a change for the Braves. So we are now with Bernie White, Dan Martins, Greg Stewart, Jack Brown, 3 centre halves. Left wing back, we have Cammy Brednar. Right wing back, Zach Butterworth. 3 in midfield, we've got Christian Getka, John Guthrie, and Ryan Murray, with Reg McLaren and Ross McNeil up front. For Albion Rovers, still the same 11 that started the game, kind of standard 4-4-2. So in goal, Ross Connolly. I'll just break off for a second, just in case anything comes from this. It's Don Mahone now lifting that ball in towards Billy Mortimer. Adam Fernie with a little back heel. Oh, the referee, it's an arm in the face. Arm in the face by Paul Kennedy. And he's brought that back, the referee. He's going to get a yellow card for that elbow. So I was in the lineup for Albion Rovers, Ross Connolly in goal. Across defence, you got Adam Fernie, Alan Reid, Callum Holm, and Marcus Lavery. Midfield, we've got Don Mahone, Kai Kirkpatrick, Paul Kennedy, and Max Ross. And up front, we have Bright Prince, and Billy Mortimer. Albion Rovers certainly bringing those midfielders tight in to counter on the defensive position. You can see how close they are. And I'll run through to Ross Connolly and goals. But yeah, as I was saying, Albion Rovers playing that 4-4-2, but when they're out of possession, they're bringing those wide midfielders in really tight to try and counteract that 3 in midfield for the Braves now. Don Mahone now. Greg Stewart comes out cleanly with the ball. McLaren, and that's behind him. Looking to try and play Cammy Brednar in down that left wing back position. Oh, unfortunately. Ryan Murray. So overhit there for Ross McNeil. Braves bench calling for bit of composure, try and pass the ball to each other. Ball just pinballing about in midfield a little bit. Just that little bit of quality still not quite there in the game. We have had 3 goals, but just not seen that bit of quality we would want to see. In case anybody is just joining in terms of goals, we had an early lead through a Reg McLaren header. Then we had a lovely strike from Paul Kennedy from the edge of the box for Albion Rovers, left foot. White had no chance in the goals. And then second goal for Albion Rovers was again Paul Kennedy. It was from a penalty, from a handball. And Jack Brown and Bright Prince there. Good turn of pace by the Albion forward. It's a ball over the top from Zach Barworth there. Ross McNeil chasing that down, but it's ran into Ross Connolly's hands. And we could be seeing another bit of movement on the Brave substitute bench fairly soon. He'll get called. Handball given against Christian Getka. It's one of those ones where they would say his hand was in an unnatural position up above his head there when he was coming down from his jump. Paul Kennedy here lifting that ball in towards the back post, looking for the runner. That's comfortable for Burning White. And that's a ball looking for the runner. And that's coming off an Albion player. Now Reg very keen to get the ball started. Barworth now on that right hand side can naturally go on the outside instead of looking to cut in on his right foot. It's a new option now that Ricky's switched Cammy and Zach over. You can see the ability to go down the outside on both flanks now. Both players naturally right and left footed. Oh, and that was close from Greg Stewart there. And John Guthrie's chasing that ball into the corner. He's got it. He's kept it in. Cammy Bredner kept himself well out the way, being offside. Oh, that's unlucky. It was floated into a place. Guthrie. And Don Mahone there challenging, stopping that cross coming in. Got a wee bit of activity down here on Albion Rovers bench as well. Cammy Bredner looking to float this in. Up 3 at the back post again. He's hit the front post unfortunately. Brown. Jack Brown lifts in. Dan Martins tries to win the header. Oh, it's unlucky. Ball's out of play for an Albion Rovers throw-in. And we're seeing a substitution here by Albion Rovers. Coming on is Peter Mendy. Billy Mortimer coming off. That will, I imagine, have something to do with him recently coming back from injury. I was saying, I had a chat with a couple of the Albion Rovers board. And it's 60 minutes in for him. And we're seeing the replacement, Peter Mendy, coming on. Peter Mendy's quite a threat for Albion Rovers. He leads the goal scoring charts for them in the Lowland League with 10 goals so far this season. So I'm sure it posed plenty of problems for the Braves, maybe slightly different ones from Billy Mortimer. Greg Stewart in the midfield now. Getka out to Barworth. Zach Barworth's looking to beat his man, but Alex McCaw was eye on the ball there. Oh, and that's back now with Butterworth. McLaren into Christian Getka. He's managed to keep that in, but that's out of play. And for a Braves throw-in. Ryan Murray now. And Cammy Bredner now. We look to take Adam. It's back with Ryan Murray. Let's look at play that cross in. There's Jack Brown. Of course, Jack Brown now playing as a right-hand side of a back three. Still looking to get forward when he gets the opportunity though. There we go. This will be one of Ryan Murray's long throws. So we'll see those defenders getting into the box. And there's a long throw in, getting to Dan Martins at the front post. Burney with a good starting point there. Well out of his box to sweep. It's lifted forward for Roush to chase. Got a little bit of check on that. I think he's going to... refs let that one go. Yeah, I'm going to see a substitution here from the Braves. Lennon Walker getting ready to come on. I see Christian Getka coming off. I imagine we'll see Lennon Walker going into midfield. Be the attacking of that midfield three. So, early first half of the season, certainly the first third of the season, the impact that Lennon Walker had for the Braves was, well, tremendous form. Especially we get the ball at his feet running, causing a great threat for the Braves. Hopefully we see some more of that today. We could certainly do with that penetration coming from midfield. Brendan now from Ryan Murray having a wee tap at the ankle there from Peter Mendy. Referee. And referee's yellow card there for Peter Mendy, who's just came on for Albion Rovers. Again, that delay in the restart of the game. I just whacked into you and leaning down to have a look at the laptop. Oh, Amber, yeah, feeling the cold coming in. I'm sure it is probably a lot warmer in Arizona than it is here just now. Yeah, Kevin, we are, yep, certainly a second half. We're getting into the final third more. Just need that bit of quality. One long diagonal there from Dan Martins looking for Cammy Bredner on that left-hand side. Don Mahone lifting that over. Again, that early ball. Maybe this time try to use a bit of pace that Peter Mendy provides. As I say, a slightly different threat from Billy Mortimer. Looking for that run in behind. This ball will be coming in from the left foot of Paul Kennedy here. He's certainly had plenty of quality so far. Bright Prince really causing a threat, making a nuisance of himself, but Butterworth with the ball coming out now. Look for some rot. Has he made that through? He's ran that out of play. He was always going down a bit of a blind alley there, Zach. There's plenty of Albion Rovers players covering over. Kirkpatrick playing the ball forward there. Peter Mendy. He's managed to get turned. Looking for that ball into a strike partner, Bright Prince. It's headed by Dan Martins. John Guthrie, Lennon Walker now with a chance to bring the ball down. He's bit of a percentage ball forward. I would say though that since the change to 3 at the back at half time, it does look like the Braves have been a bit more comfortable. Certainly with the likes of Bright Prince. One of those centre halves now free to go out and challenge with him when he drops off for those flick-ons. That reassurance of having those 2 centre halves behind him. That's a snapshot there by Domahome on the right foot. Bernie had that covered all the way, felt quite comfortable. Well won by Jack Brown there at a tussle with Bright Prince. Has been quite stop-start again this second half. Guthrie now through into the midfield. Greg Stewart. Bredner. Very calm turn there. Centre half by Dan Martins, under pressure from Domahome. Oh, a bit of a loose pass there by Dan. It's Kai Kirkpatrick now. Pierre Mendy coming in, looking at the edge of the box. Kirkpatrick and Lennon Walker's covering from Braves' point of view. So moving into the 70th minute. Braves yet to really pose any threat to the Albion Rovers goal. So the keeper and defender coming quite close there. Keeper manages to get front of that. Pierre Mendy now takes on Jack Brown. Zach Bartworth manages to stay on his feet. Referee brings it back, although Bartworth is holding his hamstring. No, it's his groin. This could be bad news for the Braves. Zach Bartworth holding his groin. So he started running. Breaking the play while Zach Bartworth gets a bit of treatment. Looks like Bartworth might need to come off here. Lennon Walker just signalling to the bench. Might be Aidan Clockett coming on potentially. Certainly to give that kind of width out in a wing back position, Aidan Clockett would definitely be an option. Get comfortable at kind of right back, wing back, or right midfield, Aidan. Looks like it could be a double change for the Braves. Zach Bartworth coming off there with that groin injury. Hopefully that's nothing too serious. Some of the games coming up for the Braves, we definitely want to keep Bartworth. Yep, we're certainly going to see a double substitution here. So that's Aidan Clockett on for Zach Bartworth. And we're seeing Jack Brown coming off. And Big Jack McDowell coming on at centre half. Probably about the only person that could compete in terms of height and size with Bright Prince. In fact, I think Jack might even be a wee bit taller than Bright. See them side by side. That's a good ball in there from Albion Rovers. That's a good block by Greg Stewart. That's picked up by Kai Kirkpatrick. Somebody's just sprayed a lot of deep heat down on the bench there. It's wafting its way up here. So be another swinging corner kick here from the left foot of Paul Kennedy from Albion Rovers. And now with Greg Stewart, Dan Martins and Jack McDowell on, we've certainly got the three biggest players. Oh, and I think that's straight in from the corner. I think that was straight in from Paul Kennedy's left foot. The flight of that ball had Bernie beat. 3-1 to Albion Rovers. I'm not sure the player celebrating actually got a touch on that. That potentially could have been straight in from the corner. Not turning out to be the day that we wanted from Caledonian Braves' point of view. Oh my gosh, we have another. That's, yep, definitely not what we would have wanted to see. McDowell now. Looking for a runner in Aidan Clockerty. Shepherded out by Alex McCaw. Certainly not been one of our best performances by the Braves so far this game. Not really managed to get either Ross McNeil or Reg McClellan. And that flick on attempted by Bright Prince. And Lennon Walker now. Ran into Peter Mendy. Oh, Dan Marnes almost getting himself into trouble there. Peter Mendy chasing back from Albion Rovers' point of view. Don Mahome now. Mahome taking it down on that right hand side. Back now with Adam Fernie. Paul Kennedy looking for that ball into Bright Prince. Lennon Walker, Cammy Bredner now. Jack McDowell. This guy's head up looking for our midfield option. Lennon Walker presents it. Lennon looking to feed that ball through to Ross McNeil. It's unlucky. Oh. Reg dropping deeper into midfield, trying to get himself into the game. As I say, it's something that we maybe struggled a wee bit with against Albion Rovers, just getting the front two in a position and into the game where they can really pose a threat. Ryan Murray now, out to Cammy Bredner. Cammy bringing that ball under control. Looks to put an early ball in towards Ross McNeil. It was cleared though by Callum Holm. And Dan Marnes across that bouncing ball. It's quite disjointed from the Braves today. There's not really been any rhythm or fluency to our play. Okay. That's comfortably through to Ross Connolly in the Albion Rovers goal. Oh, real wrestling match there with Greg Stewart and Peter Mendy. Peter Mendy getting pulled up for just basically pulling Greg Stewart across his back and throwing him onto the floor. Ross there trying to use his body against Alex McCaw, but Alex McCaw manages to come away with the ball and he's running through midfield. He's got Bright Prince. That's just a little bit too heavy for him. McNeil into Walker. Got Ryan Murray on the ball. That's to Cammy Bredner. He's going to try and take on Adam Fernie down that left hand side. Cuts in. He's on his right foot trying to lift one in. That was blocked though by Kai Kirkpatrick. The referee got another card out. Does indeed. He's booking Kai Kirkpatrick there again for an accumulation of fouls. Yeah, Kevin, absolutely. Braves do feel incredibly out of sync today after such a good performance and result against East Kilpatrick. East Kilbride. As Ryan Murray winds up for this long throw in. He's certainly got plenty of height there now. Reg has got. Oh, and it's just wide. That Ryan Murray throw is going to be even more important now as we move into the kind of. Well, we are the 79th minute in the last 10, 12 minutes of the game if we had a bit of stoppage time in, especially with the height that we've got now with the 3 centre halves on. That's it for Braves throw-in. Just looking at Ross and Reg again there. They are playing a wee bit higher up. Reg just playing a bit closer to him, but we've just not had that connection through midfield or that quality ball from the back to really try and stretch the Albion Rovers centre halves. And Murray now on the Lennon Walker. There's Ross looking for the runner, John Guthrie, but Adam Fernie is across there from an Albion Rovers point of view. That's Kirkpatrick to Domahome. Lennon Walker chasing back, try to put pressure on Domahome. He's brought him down though. That'll be a free kick to Albion Rovers. So this will be another Paul Kennedy left-footed ball in. And there's the ball in. Again, right in towards that 6-yard box. A miscommunication there between Jack McDowell and Bernie White. So now as we move into the 83rd minute. Left footed in now. Paul Kennedy again, just trying to put that right on top of Bernie. As I say, I think that third goal from Albion Rovers, from what I could see, I'm not sure it was a touch by MD, it was maybe right in from the corner kick. Yeah. Try to find Bright Prince at the near post there with that throw in. Kai Kirkpatrick trying to get a shot off. That's a good header back there by Alan Reid. One of the first chances that Ross maybe had to get behind and stretch the defence, but it was well read by the Albion Rovers centre half. Just that lack of fluidity, lack of joint-up play from the Braves has really been a problem today. It's cleared forward. Pierre Mendy there, managing to feed the ball into Bright Prince. Again, able to hold off a couple of Braves players. Gets past Dan Martins. Still going, Bright Prince. He's bundling his way through. And he's got referees pulled it back from off. Little pull on the shirt of Bright Prince earlier in that run. Again, just been that constant threat, Bright Prince, from either winning his knock-ons or bringing the ball under control to that direct running that he's also posed. never quite got to grips with him. Oh, some news in the chat. Celtic B are 4-1 up on East Kilbride, but unfortunately, yeah, we're dropping points at the moment, so not as good news as it could have been. Oh, again, that left foot of Paul Kennedy, putting that ball right in the danger area. Right in between Dan Martins that time and Bernie. Clockery to Jack McDowell. John Guthrie out here on this right hand side. Lennon Walker. Guthrie looking to release Aidan Clockery down this wing. He's tried to clip that in towards the front post. And keeper is out in front of Reg McClellan now. About 5 minutes left of the game now. Braves 2 goals behind. Seeing another substitution here from the Braves. So I think Ross McNeil is coming off. Keane Spears is coming on. A frustrating day at the office for Ross McNeil, I think. Header one there by Dan Martins. Yeah, Adams joined us up in the gantry, and I do not envy him in picking the highlights from this. we've got four goals, but not in the direction we would have wanted for. It's not been the best advert for football, to be honest, even with the 4 goals. Is it at this point in time that I need to break it to Adam that I have forgotten to write down the times of the substitutions, which he asked me to do before kickoff, and I completely forgot. But what I can tell you is there's a double substitution when Zach got injured from our point of view. So when you see Zach go down, there's about to be a substitution, and then and then Ross coming off there with 5 minutes to go. I'll plead my defence again. I am not a professional at this. And Jack McDowell now bringing the ball out of defence. Again, just feels that the Albion Rovers have been that half a yard quicker, that half a yard sharper when it comes to winning the second balls and coming out to the press. One of the great things about football, though, is there's always a very, very early opportunity to put the rights wrong. So we'll be back in action next Friday night against Hearts B. So over here, that's a nighttime game for us. I think it's a 7:45 kickoff through in Edinburgh, my side of Scotland. So opportunity, hopefully, for 3 points and a better performance from the Braves. So yeah, a bit of a change from the usual programming. Yep, not on a Saturday next weekend. It is a Friday night game for us. Dan Martin's clearing the ball there. An early jump from Kai Kirkpatrick. Oh, that was a close one. And from a Braves point of view, the game is kind of petering out a bit, to be honest. The last 5 minutes, as we move towards the 90th minute of this match. And Chowdhull and Lennon Walker trying to get that ball clear. Again, the Albion Rovers midfield right in on them, not giving them a second. It's a free kick will be taken here by Callum Home. Again, just lifting that ball in, looking for Bright Prince to try and get something on it. Good shout from Barney there, just letting his centre halves know that he was coming to claim that. Kane Spears tussling with Adam Fernie. He's been penalised. So it'll be a free kick to Albion Rovers as we move into stoppage time. We're about a minute into stoppage time at this point. Can't imagine it'll be too much, although there has been a lot of niggly fouls. It's not been a huge amount of lengthy stoppages apart from maybe that injury is Zach Butworth, maybe adding a minute or so on. Just as I say, we've got a lot of games coming, so hopefully that's not a long-term injury. It's maybe a precautionary thing, taking Zach off. Home, we're going to try just lift that ball into that front two. So not being shy about doing that. Just looking at just lift the ball in, use the strengths of the attacking three that have been on in Peter Mendy, Bright Prince, and Billy Mortimer. That midfield and centre halves absolutely not shy. Just putting it up there and letting them challenge for it, trying to come off the second balls. Right, Money now, and Reg McLaren. Can we see something from the Braves in these 9 minutes? It's a ball lifted in, straight into the hands of Ross Connolly, who goes down and eats up a little bit of the clock. And my daughter and wife are making their way around to the gantry. Hello. Hello. And that's the end of the game. A performance that I'm sure we will quite quickly forget, hopefully, in terms of the Braves. 3-1 to Albion Rovers. Front two, front three for Albion Rovers, giving the Braves defence a torrid time. Just couldn't get a control of the midfield. Weren't able to get either Reg or Ross into the game. But as I say, great thing about football, there's always an opportunity to bounce back. And we will be back in action next Friday night against Hearts B. Again, tough team. Hopefully be a good game. I think we'll see a very different style of football from Hearts B than we saw from Albion Rovers today. But that's the great thing about the Lowland League. It is competitive right across the league with all different styles of football. I will stop bending everyone's ear now and say hope everybody has a great weekend. Fortunately, we couldn't give you a performance to set it off, but hope you can join us again. We will be on X Spaces on Friday night. It's an away game. We won't be able to provide live video, but please do tune in X Spaces if you have the chance. Thank you very much, and I hope you all have a good weekend. Cheers now.